Hey, James Bond Canada, what is going on? Hello, everybody. Good evening. Diamonds Are Forever 50th anniversary came out today, 50 years ago in Canada, and we thought, what better way to talk about it with all you guys? It's one of those late nights on the East Coast and early on the West Coast. So, what's going on, Murray? Aaron?
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, Jeff. Cheers, everyone. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm thrilled that you are here. Evening, Shane, Morgan, Patrick. Nice to have you guys here. Yeah, Diamonds Are Forever, 50th anniversary. December 17th, right? Like literally to the day, and opened here before even in the UK, and kind of an interesting one, right? Because it's a Christmas December release, not like, summer or so. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, and we're going to talk about Diamonds Are Forever. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Yeah. So in case anybody's wondering, this is the Diamonds Are Forever martini from the Shaken. Great drink.
Very good.
And a little history lesson. This was one of the feature drinks at my wedding. I had to get some Bond reference in the wedding.
Yeah, how many people did you have to peel away from the reception after they drank too many of those?
Actually, it wasn't even the favorite. I think the wife's drink was the favorite, so.
Oh, okay.
Thought fail. So, Murray.
There, we're back.
I believe you have a nice little collection there you might want to share with us.
I do have some stuff. We're obviously talking about the fact that the 50th anniversary of Diamonds Are Forever, exactly December 17th, 1971. So Jeff and I and Aaron here, we've done a little research. I love finding stuff like this. So Diamonds Are Forever was the number one movie in Canada that week, the week it was released. So this here is the ad from the Vancouver Sun and Province, and here in Vancouver it opened at the Vogue Theatre. The Vogue Theatre is just a few blocks from my house. It's now a great old concert venue, and actually I saw Simple Minds there a few years ago, which, hey, there's the next Bond trivia question for our broadcast. How does Simple Minds connect to the Bond franchise? Few people will know that. See, put that in the comments. We've got some cool stuff to show. What did you guys found some ads too, didn't you?
We did, yeah.
Yep. Aaron?
Jeff, yeah, you want to throw that up there? You want me to just...
Sure.
There we
go. All right,
go.
so Aaron's got... I'll let you take it away, but you went hunting.
Yeah, I went on a bit of a goose chase here in Calgary, running around half the libraries just to find this one. But no, it actually came out a week late here. Came out on the 24th, so it was pretty much a Christmas Eve release here, but still, so I'm sure they had a good turnout.
Yeah. So you went to your local library and found this nice ad here, and this is pretty neat. So similar to me, I went down to my local library, and it's like a microfilm, so it's classic James Bond stuff to go back in time and figure it out. And let's see here. So there's this one. You kind of see in the bottom right, and this was like win a free diamond ring. So it was like something local that they had going on. So it's kind of neat here. We'll post these on our Instagram as well too. But it was just so cool to go back and you're flipping through hundreds of pages to try to find the date and time here and try to figure out if there was anything for the movie. And when you find it, it's kind of a cool little jackpot. You're like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Like that's been sitting there for years and nobody's ever looked at it recently, right? And then they'll go on the left side here, bottom part there, you can see a Diamonds Are Forever as well. That was one day out, so that would have been like December 16th. And then bottom where the Santa Claus is, where it says 2 more days, is before the Bond movie was coming out. So little treat tonight we had here, and we'll post these in good quality on Instagram for you guys to see. If you're on your TVs tonight, or you probably see it no problem. If you're on your laptop, it might be a little bit tough, but that was a fun little exercise that M made us do, which is Murray.
Well, I think, and not C. I think it is really, really cool because what's so great is sometimes with the releases, and I've done a lot of this before. This is kind of a thing for me, looking back, especially if you can't find your local paper. Obviously, we're trying to stick, we're James Bond Canada. We want to represent our Canadian market. So we try and find stuff. So it's great that we found stuff from Vancouver Sun and Province, Toronto Star, Calgary Herald, but the New York Times.
Mine was London. Yeah.
Yes. And a plethora of stuff. This one here obviously says starts Friday.
We'll
so this was from the Thursday. Bigger.
1 second. Yeah. How do you make Murray?
That's a great question to everyone. How do you make Murray bigger?
How do you make Murray bigger?
So, and obviously here, so you can also see that out in New Westminster, it was at the Odeon, and then West Van at the Odeon. But again, 918 Granville Street. If anyone knows Vancouver, the Vogue's a great concert venue, and and as I said, Simple Minds, the band Simple Minds, which is the last concert I saw there, amazing, by the way. They have a connection to the Bond franchise. What is that connection? Maybe that'll be the answer to our next giveaway. So, it is really cool. And what's so easy about this is the fact that when you have the exact release date and references, right, that the exact date it was released, both from Wikipedia and from James Bond, The Legacy. All you have to do is literally go to the entertainment section of that newspaper the day before it opens. And you're going to see it. It's a jackpot. You're like, oh my God, it's right there.
Oh, that's pretty smart. So then obviously we could be doing that for all the movies, and you guys can do that in all your towns too, if you ever wanted to do it.
Yeah.
If you still go to the library.
That would make a great.
So, yeah.
I've always thought like history of drive-ins and theaters and stuff like that in Canada, especially as it relates to the Bond movie. We should put that out there. Start your feelers. If anyone has any pictures of Bond billboards, Bond screens, anything like that from back in the day, then post them.
I don't know if there'd be the same draw for a drive-in theater here in Calgary in December, but
yeah, that's true.
On one of mine, I think the one that said 2 more days, it's like adult entertainment. I think the verbiage have changed over the years. I think
because this
Diamonds Are Forever isn't necessarily adult entertainment. Today's standard.
You'll see this later on the poster on this way. On this one anyway, and then the Italian ones. So let's get started. So these are some of my favorite things of the James Bond Canada collection. Obviously the Panda Edition book. I just really like the color, just the simple diamond on the front. And thank you to Jeff, who completed my Panda series by sending me from Russia with Love for Christmas. Thank you very much. So I'm sure everyone's probably seen this, and we all know that the book is quite different from the movie, but still there's a lot of elements that remain the same. And we're really glad you joined us tonight. At the end of our broadcast tonight, we're going to announce the big No Time to Die. We did a huge swag bag giveaway. Congratulations to all the winners. This is Christmas. This is Bond. It's Bond Canada. We have 5, count them, 5 second prizes of the 3-disc limited edition No Time to Die Blu-ray. And for the grand prize winner, all 24 Bond movies plus No Time to Die in the full 25-pack set. I mean, who? I mean, Merry freaking Christmas Jones.
It sounds like you've given away prizes before, Murray, like at school raffles and stuff. So you did a good job.
Probably did. So
So is one thing that I love about James Bond Canada is how much we love to give away to everybody. So really awesome.
So we got that. Jeff, I think you've got this puppy too.
Yeah, we got our toys, Which side does it go on? This side or this side?
Well, no, that's the thing, because that's actually on my list of worst things. When we get to talk about it, that is like literally one of my worst. But
then
and then you don't notice the camera angle, and then in the middle of a skinny tunnel, the camera goes like this, and then James like Bond. This, and it comes out the other way, and you're like, oh, sorry, actually, that's the incorrect way, because he comes out of the tunnel. That like this.
Yeah.
How does a mirror work? You guys get it. But I love the fact
that
this is one of the earliest corgi ones that I've got.
Gonna give this to my son to rip open and play with, right? So
destroy. And then of course.
Oh, you got the moon buggy, yeah.
Right?
Wasn't that
I love the detail on that. It's great.
I believe that was at Planet Hollywood in Vegas for a while. The actual
the actual one.
Yeah, I believe. And maybe the Ian Fleming Foundation owns it. I don't remember seeing it when I was there, but think they have the Bathos sub, like Blofeld's escape thing, but it wasn't also in the warehouse when I was there, or the hangar.
I was thinking I saw it in one of your videos.
Yeah, maybe it was. And
Oh, it was.
while Murray's doing that, I got Trina Parks autograph.
May I jump in?
Yeah, of course.
And friend of James Bond Canada. We love Trina.
Yes.
And I actually reached out to Trina recently, and I asked her, I said, we kind of have something in common in that, I don't know if many of you know, but I used to be a national Canadian gymnast. And so being the
on this live stream, are you gonna do anything?
No, being the young gay man that I was, I had a very good friend. She still lives in Saskatchewan. Her name is Rebecca. Love you, Rebecca. Merry Christmas, you and your family. And I made her watch Diamonds Are Forever one night. And for probably years, we would, after most of the gym was empty, we'd stand on opposite ends of the tumbling floor and say, I'm Bambi and I'm Thumper. And then the two of us would do strings or back handsprings across the floor. So I asked Trina if she suffered any injuries during filming. And she said no, but she did catch a little bit of a cold during the half-day filming scene in the pool. So friend of James Bond Canada, Trina Parks. And that's awesome that you have an autograph. Yeah,
those are the cards. Most people, you guys can get those. They're pretty cheap on eBay. And then I got the Gambit of Fleming Diamonds Are Forever books. Actually, this one, I think this is the very first James Bond item I ever had. My parents got me this for like a Christmas or something like that when I'm like, I like James Bond. And then this is what they came up with out of chapters or something.
Jeff, did you read that? It looks pretty pristine still.
Well, when I... Let's see. No, it is creased.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was a weirdo, but I'm usually pretty pristine on my reading, so that's actually rare. But actually, the font's really small on this one. So as a 12-year-old, I was probably all went over my head. So
yeah. So then next is this, and I think it's not a program, but it's a magazine.
The Gray-Haired Man.
Right. So this is basically just a souvenir type magazine. I can, if you guys want to see this, I can post more pictures, but it's kind of like an official program. I'll read you a little bit that I found quite interesting. Bond's Bond's New Girls, and director, and then here's a little bit. So it says Bond on Backstage. Thought you guys might to enjoy this little read. So it's basically just talking about Bond back in action. So this is a little production note. So Thursday, 7:15 a.m. Forgive me, I have my glasses at work. Apparently in dark lighting, I can't read. 7:15 a.m. Car picks up Sean Connery to take him to Pinewood Studios. 8:30 to 4. Start filming sequence in the Meta Laboratory. Filming completed for the day. Connery, co-star Jill St. John, producer Harry Saltzman, director Guy Hamilton, and crew leave the London airport to catch a plane to Frankfurt in Germany. 1955, so it's almost 8 o'clock, arrive in Frankfurt to be met by crowds of fans and press. Friday, 7 a.m. makeup, wardrobe call at the hotel. 8 a.m. on set, the airport for the scenes with the Lufthansa jet. At 2 o'clock, 1400, Guy Hamilton completes the airport filming. Connery and Jill St. John lunch on board. 1650, so it's almost 5 o'clock, leave Frankfurt for Amsterdam. 8:30, press conference at the Amsterdam hotel with the Dutch journalists and photographers. 2200, relaxation time for a quick tour of Amsterdam. Saturday, noon. Early shooting involves the killers, Wint and Kidd. Connery has extra hour in bed and a late breakfast. Connery's scenes have him driving car for Rendezvous with Tiffany K. Shooting completed until evening at 7 p.m. 9 to 11:30. Night scenes outside Tiffany K's apartment. Midnight Dutch locations completed. Hotel and bed. Sunday, 7:15 a.m. Flight back to London. Car picks up Connery and takes him to Pinewood. Another week for Sean Connery in his role as James Bond has begun. So just the beginning of filming and some little bits. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to the good stuff. So this is the American one sheet for Diamonds Are Forever. That is an original. It's listed on there. GP, general ages permitted. This picture contains material which may be unsuitable for teenagers. And in case people don't know how the National Screen Service works, it's numbered with number 71303. So it means that was the 303rd feature film released in 1971. That's how those work. And then over here, say it with me, gentlemen. Practice your Italian. Una. Cascata. Di. Diamanti. I love how sometimes the titles actually are better than the right? So a cascade of diamonds, una cascata di diamanti. So these are the Italian photo buster posters. I'm sorry, my camera angles aren't great. And you see Connery and Jill St. John on all of these. Try and get some better angles there for you. And then obviously there are 12 of these Italian photo buster posters. They're 18 by 24. And there are also 6 vertical ones. These are the 6 horizontal. That's a pretty great one, right, guys? Like that plunging neckline on Jill St. John. And I love how the colors are really, really vibrant and all this sort of, extra little diamonds stuff over here. And then we've got 2 more. These are the last 2. This is, Connery being strangled by Mr. Kidd. Mr. Wind. Can't remember right now. And the buggy in the background there. And then got one more here. Oops, I'll put that one here so it doesn't fall down. So yeah, those are the 6 Italian photobuster posters. I will go ahead and post some pictures of those on Instagram, and that's pretty much the James Bond Canada collection when it comes to Diamonds Are Forever.
But Aaron's wearing a shirt.
I am. I would stand up and show you
fly.
guys the Oliver Brown Diamonds Are Forever, but I don't know if I'm the only one that got this, but it's missing a bottom at the bottom.
Oh, really?
And it's like a belly shirt for me, so I'll remain seated.
What about? Do you have the Connery hair? That
I do actually.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus! Jesus!
We got to keep this light,
I'll post the one picture because I was showing it to Jeff earlier.
Shit, we lost 2 people. Sorry about that on the stream.
The fact that it's vividly evident on one of the photos that there's a picture of Bambi and Thumper, booting Connery into the pool, but it's not Connery at all. You can totally tell it's the stuntman. He's just like, it's like right there in the poster. Like, what is that? This is the Italian photobuster posters. I will post pictures. Pretty funny.
Sweet. So you want to move on to discuss the Diamonds Are Forever movie?
Yeah,
Me too. First, I want to say hi to my friend Anastasia and wish her a very Merry Christmas. I love her and miss her very much.
Is she on the stream?
Of course she is.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so I watched it. I put it on last night and was finishing it off today just to have a refresher. So when's the last time you guys watched it?
I watched it last night as well.
Okay, well, you did your homework.
I did my homework.
Murray, all from memory?
I wanted to. Yeah, well, mostly I've seen it, looked about some pieces, and I'm just catching up on the comments. And again, Morgan is on point.
Yeah,
He's totally right.
Of course,
the Simple Minds connection is the fact that Chrissie Hynde of the Pretenders used to be married to Jim Kerr, lead singer of Simple Minds, who of course contributed 2 songs, If There Was a Man and Where's Everybody Gone, to
The Living Daylights.
Very good.
So is this the first time we've watched Diamonds? No.
No.
We've seen it.
Well, who wants to go first on their Diamonds review? We're right on track tonight, guys.
We're not going to keep you forever. We're going to,
and we're right on track. So who wants to go first and talk Diamonds?
I'll give it a quick go on kind of my high level take on it. I hadn't watched it in a while, And so I was really excited for the 50th. And as soon as I started watching this, I realized why I haven't watched it in quite a while. I think the term that comes up quite often when people talk about this movie is it's campy. The first campy Bond. Right off the get-go, when he walks in, he's wearing this lovely safari shirt.
You own it.
Yeah, indicative of the great style you will see throughout the movie. Think of that nice short pink tie.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna wear a pink tie
with the knots. It's like as big as his neck. You're like,
yeah.
Explain this to me.
Yeah. So one of the things that we'll probably talk about, but I'm a car guy, and when you're looking at the car scene with that Mach 1 Mustang, which my neighbor growing up had that exact car, so it's one of the few Bond cars that I've actually got to ride in my life. It was a great scene, car chase scene, up into they took it through the exit there. So that was,
but the editing
was great. They caught it in production, and they went and filmed that little scene where you have them doing a little flip, right? So at least they caught it.
But
right?
What's funny is if you don't think about it and you watch it, because I watch it sometimes and you kind of forget. If you don't pay that much attention, you're like, wait a second. Sometimes you catch it, sometimes you don't.
Yeah. All they needed is a slide whistle halfway through.
Yeah. Well, that's the goal line. Okay, so top 3 favorite things you did like about it, like anything about that you love, and 3 things were just like the worst.
So I loved the car chase scene. I hated the exit. The style I did not care for. And what else?
Yeah.
Tiffany Case started out as a strong character and really tailed off. Right? She started out as a strong character, and then all of a sudden
she get the role because of Sinatra, pretty much. I'm sure Morgan will chime in the comments, but no, there's definitely, it's interesting. So watching the beginning, and then like you got the future Bond movies that all link together, right? Well, Tracy would have just died in the one before, and he's after Blofeld at the beginning, but there's zero emotion in Bond that his wife's dead, right? So like that, rewatching that last night, it's like, okay, we all have seen it, but it's like nothing there about Tracy at all. And then maybe this is stupid, but it was almost like, what if? So Connery was, you only live twice, and then Lazenby, and then Connery. This would almost be like if Brosnan played Bond in Quantum of Solace and was like, Vesper, remember the last movie? Like, it's just like they kind of like try to keep a continuity for like 2 minutes in the beginning of the story, and then that's about it. Like, where I'm after Blofeld. But obviously, if it was Lazenby, it would have been a lot more, you'd assume, right? It wouldn't have just been the same movie we just watched for Diamonds Are Forever, because you get, like you said, he gets really campy. Like he's after the other Bond girls in that movie. Nothing about Tracy in there too. And rewatching today, so much, especially when they get to Vegas, obviously, so much Rat Pack kind of. Like it's just so much influenced by the Rat Pack. It's just like she's calling the guy Charlie. Quit honking on that.
Quit leaning on that tutor, Charlie. You're gonna get a fat lip.
Such a Vegas like slang to.
Hey, Curly, I wanted high pro. You had your chance. You blew it.
Yeah, so that's all pretty dated at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was such a. Well, obviously, Sammy Davis Jr. had a deleted scene in there, and he's flipping through the magazine and sees Sammy Davis Jr. Actually, I was wondering too. It's like, yes, Dame Shirley Bassey is iconic Bond from Goldfinger. She gets to sing the title song, but it's like, we had Nancy Sinatra in '67, but like no like Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin or Sammy Davis to sing like a song in the movie. I think that could have been a missed opportunity there. Like something could have happened for that, but obviously having the Dame was good in that one. But like you said, the fashion's tough to like in this movie. Connery's fitness level's tough to like in this movie. The joke, like he's a cocky ass secret agent in this movie. Like when he's dealing with Klaus Hergesheimer, he's just
He says, blow up your pants. I love it.
Oh yeah. There's all those like weird lines of that. But like when he's dealing with Klaus Hergesheimer, he's like, wear your little radiation shield. He's like, I feel much safer with this now. You know, like you could never see Craig definitely never saying like that cheeky while he's undercover breaking into a facility, right? And then obviously like filming the moon landing. It's just like joke after joke after joke kind of in the movie, right? So and then I don't know, John Barry's score. It's fun, but it's not like I'm not really passionate about it. Like I don't put on Diamonds Are Forever very often, if not ever. So definitely a lower Bond movie. It's got its fun. I got to go to a lot of the locations in Vegas with Anders actually. So
this is a fair point.
Pretty cool to go to.
For the North American Bond fans, it's probably one of the most easily accessible Bond locations.
And the earlier you got there, the better your kind of recollections, right? Because Vegas has changed so much, right? I mean, like, it's like, you know, if you went to Cairo now and went to some of the filming locations in Egypt for Spy, right? They would probably be maybe a little like, you know, I don't know, cleaner, more touristy, like whatever, but they're still tangible. Now you go to Vegas, you wouldn't recognize Vegas.
Right in the city. Yeah, you won't. You can go to the
Fremont
funeral. What do we call it?
Well, it's the Tourist Information Center now for Henderson, Nevada. It's on the out part of the highway.
Mm-hmm. We took an Uber out there. You can get from on the tracks of 007, just Uber out to the address, take your photos and leave. It's pretty easy. What else is out in Vegas? Obviously, Circus really hasn't changed. If you go through Circus, the whole plot doesn't make sense. Like, why is there diamonds in Circus? The plot was actually really hard to follow. Like, and I've seen the movie as many times as you guys have. It's always like, what's going on? A lady in Whistler, or a lady in Mrs. Whistler dies in the canals. It's like, what? Okay, she dies, and then this, and then
Well, I mean, for me, Diamonds is kind of one of those. Like, I wouldn't say it's a love-hate like I have, let's say, with License to Kill or Tomorrow Never Dies, right? Movies that I consider to be from the franchise that are worse than Diamonds. Okay,
but you like the campy ones?
Well, here's my kind of like, you know, top 5 loves and top 5 hates that go along with Diamonds Are Forever. Because again, like Argento 2665, and I'm sorry, I forgot your name, Argento 2665. So put it in the comments because you're right. I was telling Jeff and Aaron earlier before the broadcast that the first time I saw Diamonds Are Forever was just, you know, on the CTV or ABC piped in cable from Rochester, New York, you know, on the Saturday night movie. And I remember watching it because, you know, very good. Yeah, Blackwell.
Moving on.
So, very good. And mine's in the post. So the fact that, you know, I obviously got around to, let's say in the late 80s, to eventually renting all the Bond movies on VHS. But we didn't own a VCR, so I would only get to like rent them on weekends. And, you know, back then, you know, $25 for rental for a machine. And hi, Dave. Thank you, Dave.
I think he posted that last time too.
Well, no.
Change it.
Write it down.
No, but it's hard when you you're like in the moment you see Argento 2.
But it's true. That's what he said. That's what he watched it. So, you know, $25 to rent a VCR for the weekend and $6.99 each for like a rental when you were like, you know, 15. That was like, you know, all your gymnastic coaching money. So, you know, so the first time I saw Diamonds was on television, edited for time and, you know, parental guidance and whatever. I was so excited. And obviously I was not 3. I would say I was about 17. Right. So I knew what era it was from. And so top 5 things that I love about Diamonds Are Forever. Number 1, I mean, the fact that it's Connery's last film in the Bond franchise. It's an icon for that reason. And the fact that he got paid the enormous sum of money that he did, that they gave him a 3-film deal, and that with that money, he was able to establish the Scottish Actors foundation charity too.
What
so
was the films
a lot
he
of
did? Anderson tapes or something from that, or
something,
he did
and then like Outlanders. I mean, anyway, there was that, and it was a blank
and he
because
donated. He donated his money, right?
Right. Well, if you guys haven't read the book called Musts, Maybes, and Nevers, it's by David Picker, former head of features at MGM.
Artists? Oh, MGM.
Yes. United Artists Releasing. So it was literally 1.5 million or 1.25 million, 3 deals, any movies you want, and then that managed to create his charity. So I love the fact that it's Connery's last and all the good things that came from it. Diamonds Are Forever, still one of my favorite theme songs, probably after Goldfinger, maybe Skyfall, but it's that, like, I don't know about you, but it's like when I hear that of Goldfinger right after he says shocking, positively shocking. It's dry, it's sardonic, it's over, it's classic Bond Connery, and then you get this and you're like, whoa, I still get chills. I get that same feeling with hearing that kind of lilting kind of diamonds, una cascata di diamanti, kind of just that dripping sound. And if you like even that sample, even Diamonds from Sierra Leone by Kanye West, that uses the sample, right? So love the theme song. Love the fact that there are 2 gay characters in it, Mr. Wint and Mr. Kidd. Just, I gotta give a shout out to the LGBTQ2 plus S community. God, I wouldn't forget one. And,
you got it.
As I said, it used to be the love that dare not speak his name. Now it's the love that won't shut the hell up. And so love Winton Kid. And I mean, if it was RuPaul's Drag Race 1971, I'm telling you, Blofeld and drag just is worth every bit of,
As a 13-year-old, I didn't understand that at all.
No,
but okay.
No, of course. But we know it wasn't anything. It was just like, obviously it was a disguise. But yes, there's so many.
I didn't understand the disguise.
The women's fashion, the men's fashion, but I also love, oh my God. Oh my God. I almost forgot one of the best parts of the Bond Canada collection, because I was just going to say, you can tell from,
I thought you were hiding Lana Wood in your closet or something.
Yes, exactly. No, it's true. I'm hiding Lana Wood in my closet. Well, it's not in there, so that means I might have to search for it and look for it. Maybe I know where it is. In any case, the Playboy Club, set it
card,
in time.
Remember that?
Yeah, I'll actually post that picture. That's what I was looking for. So I have the James Bond play. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a cheeky little thing.
Yeah. So, and then, things I hate. You're right. The fashion, that horrible car sequence, just some of the kind of the cohesion of it. It just like there were some parts that were like okay, and then some that were just corny, like the aquarium bed and the white fur. You're just like, oh, Jesus. And I mean, I don't know. I never want to see Shady Tree on my television screen like ever again. Though the coffin scene I liked, right? And when you kind of put it together for me, because it kind of has a special place in my heart in the time that I saw it. Luckily, I've now seen all of Bond films on the big screen, which I don't know if many of you have. Trust me, Diamonds Are Forever is a lot better on the big screen. It just is.
I wonder what technology they were working with, but some of the special effects are extremely dated in that movie. Like when the lasers like taking out the Chinese army and stuff like that, and the guy like melts, and you're just like, okay, like that wasn't in on a Majesty Secret Service. Like, where did they come up with that kind of technology and tried it out for Diamonds Are Forever? And they definitely didn't try that out in Live and Let Die or The Man with the Golden Gun, right? So kind of some weird special effects in that movie that on Blu-ray look horrible, but maybe on back in the day on VHS or on TV, it probably didn't look that bad. So.
Yeah.
Are you checking?
So that means but the thing is, when you put all the pieces of Diamonds Are Forever together, because I do like all of the, despite the campiness of some of the Vegas stuff, I love the period scenes, or that period, like the scenes in Amsterdam. Love that. Also love the fact that, we fall for the old, wait, I have to make sure.
Oh, the kissing scene.
Dude, that's like,
oh my God,
like,
I had that written
and
down.
you get away with it for a second. You're
you
like,
do
but
that?
it's so great,
It
right?
you didn't get
But,
away
like,
with it for a second.
How was that?
awful.
Was that
no,
was that
like,
okay? Was
did
that
you not
good?
do that on the playground when you were fucking
Oh,
6,
didn't everybody?
7, 8?
Didn't everybody?
No,
Didn't everybody? So yeah.
But like
inconspicuous.
it does, like, he's over here, but the camera's behind him, so he's doing it here just for the camera. But it made no sense for the guy that was walking over there up the stairs.
Yeah, no, yeah, none whatsoever.
Man.
Well, we'll find that playboard card and we'll post a picture, because I thought that's the problem when you have a really big collection. You have it, and then you think it's somewhere.
Like, was that a gag for the Americans? Because that wasn't the Playboy Club in Chicago back then.
There were a few. There were a few different Playboy Clubs. Yeah, there's like one in Beverly Hills, and there was one in Chicago. There's one in Detroit. There's one in St. Louis. There's one in Pittsburgh. There's
Did Vegas have one?
2 in Manhattan. Yeah, and the Vegas one was at the top of one of the hotels. I believe one of the hotels owned by Howard Hughes. So I also like the Willard White Howard Hughes.
That was good.
And of course, my favorite, bit is, again, a shout out to our friend Trina Parks. Because, I know I don't know if it sounds silly to you guys, but maybe, as young, straight guys, and you're with your best friend, and you're out, like, you're camping for the weekend, or you're, out canoeing, or, whatever it is. It's just, there's something about the fact of being in a gymnastics kind of environment with, one of your really good girlfriends, and just being incredibly camp, and declaring that you were Bambi and Thumper and tumbling across on a regular basis.
It's
so
pretty
it's
much how Aaron and I grew up too. So
yeah, I totally
not that special. So.
Yeah.
That's how we greeted each other in London.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, and your beam work was excellent, Jeff. Right. I'd like to see you a little.
Hey,
higher
my kids are at gymnastics every weekend,
so great stuff.
Or every week.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So.
Yeah.
And that's it. Doesn't really follow Fleming at all. Maybe the end has the. There's a bit of South Africa stuff, but the end when they're on the cruise ship at the end kind of tries to be like the book as well. But
yeah, I mean, I had planned on watching it again just so I can get like the pace of it, but like the scenes in the desert with Winton Kid and the Scorpion, I like that.
That's good.
Right?
The first half's not
bad.
And
the first bit, especially like the whole I think that's in the Christie's catalog. You've probably seen in the Christie's auction catalog when he's having the, with an overdose of Bon Blanc, when he's drinking the sherry, and he's talking about the vintage it's based on, 1573. And, and if you know what Bon Blanc smells like, you know what bad sherry smells like. And then he shows him all the different diamonds. That case of diamonds was actually auctioned off at Christie's at one of the bond auctions, a while ago. And the more you get into it, the Peter Frank stuff, the fight sequence in the elevator, really great, very reminiscent of, let's say, Bond and Red Grant in From Russia with Love, that closed space, lots of movement, the sound of the glass.
The Red Grant one, you feel
it's visceral.
In it.
Yeah.
This one, you just feel like you're watching a little bar fight kind of. Yeah, Mr. Australia. Hello, Tim.
Yeah, if you're having a good time, let the captain know. We'll have us go around in circles. Yeah. And of course, I mean, the Elrod house. I mean, who doesn't just like looking at that
that's
house,
nice
right? Like, there's a great, if you guys
we should
want
stay
to
there. We should book
that's
that James Bond Canada trip,
Totally.
I think Harris has been there. I never got to go to that.
Yeah. So, but again, I think that as it moves, I think the movie suffers as soon as it leaves Europe. Even right down to that outfit that Jill St. John wears with that ugly brown and yellow kerchief when she gets off that Pan Am flight.
Well, all the plane stuff's dated.
And the Felix, when he comes out, he's like, I got this, Jerry. You're like, you don't, he just looks like a bureaucrat pencil pusher. Like, that's not Felix Leiter. There's just something, that's, but then, like the funny things about the filming, like the guy who was the guy who was supposed to be in the back of the hearse, he was too tall. They like tore it over and hit him in the head. And,
Is that I Got a Brother guy?
Yeah. I got a brother. Small. What does he say? Small world. Is that what he says?
That's one of
and again,
Anders' funny lines. He always likes to say "small world."
See, that is actually my two favorite lines because I love those two queers going back and forth. And I know I'll get this wrong, but I think he says
she looks very attractive.
What does he say?
For a lady.
What does he say? No, what does he say? No, not that one.
Oh,
A glowing tribute, Mr. Wind. And then the other one says, but he said the other one first. He says something, Mr. Kid, a glowing tribute, Mr. Wind. Love that because that's like, because then he's like wearing the atomizer. Miss Case is quite attractive for a lady, and he's getting all jealous and stuff. Like, so yeah. But as soon as it gets to Vegas, the film gets bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Could have been a lot better in the Vegas part, but it is fun for us because we can go to Vegas. The one thing that I wish, because like how many Euro trips have I gone on for all the 50th anniversaries or Japan, right? For you only twice.
Thank you, Morgan. Very Mr. Get a glowing tribute, Mr. Get.
When we get to this one, we don't even have a 50th anniversary like reunion because all the North Americans would totally be at that because before it was always like a very slim North Americans would go to Europe for On a Majesty Secret Service 50 and stuff like that. And all the Europeans would show up for a Saturday. And it's like, it's Europe. You can drive like 3 countries in an hour. And for us,
supposed to be events planned. Like wasn't just, I don't think it was just on the track to 007, but there was going to be a large Diamonds Are Forever 50th anniversary celebration in Vegas that we were probably all planning on. And
possibly in the Netherlands and Vegas. And then I was like, okay, I think I'll just go to the Vegas part and go do the Holland stuff on my own. But because it's so easy to get to Vegas. And then I was like, okay, well, why would I go to Vegas? I've already done everything there. But if it was going to be the 50th anniversary and all you guys would be there and everybody in the chat too, if you guys wanted to come, and then some of the stars are going to be there. We're going to be hanging out and gambling and having fun. Well, you can't miss that. Even though I've been to Vegas, like as many times as everybody in the chat probably been to Vegas. Like,
we got to say hello to Bond's apartment and God, I hope I get it right. Is that Kyle?
No.
Corey? No. Damn it. I'm sorry. Who's our Bond's apartment? You guys know.
Oh, he'll write.
Hello. I hope so. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, again, I think you can probably hold a marker up to Luke. Thank you, Luke. I'm sorry. Nice to see you. Happy holidays to you. I mean, other than, let's say, Live and Let Die, which is a little bit of a, unusual entry in the period of the 70s, call it. Because think about that, right? Think about how much from the 70s, 71's Diamonds Are Forever to 79's Moonraker, right? So a lot of people pan Golden Gun. I think that Diamonds Are Forever can be put in that same, it's certainly not in my top 10, but it's not in my bottom 10 either. Leaving now, so pissed. Bye.
Unsubscribe.
So, don't you think that when people measure films against each other of a certain era, Diamonds probably gets one of the worst reps of the ones in the 70s because Spy was so good. Live and Let Die was pretty great.
Man with the Golden Gun gets a lot of
right. So that's what I'm saying. If you compare those two, Diamonds is just as good or as bad as Golden Gun. Lots of really good things.
Totally.
But
it just gets the Connery. It gets the Connery check mark because that's what.
Well, again, perfect example in Golden Gun, how the double use of J.W. Pepper, like that was like getting like Jar Jar Binks-ish. It's like okay.
Well, watching Diamonds today and yesterday, they did half and half. It actually made me think too. It's like Diamonds, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun are almost like this weird trilogy. I know different Bond actors, but like same kind of campy jokes kind of stuff before they. Yes, The Spy Love Me still has a lot of like camp in it as well too, but that one kind of saved the franchise for a while in the late 70s after like the run of Diamonds, Live and Let Die. Although we all love Live and Let Die, but it's still kind of it's got the light Roger Moore moments, right? So.
Well, yeah, but I think first of all, the whole like voodoo business and the 70s gangsters and the New York vibe. Like that's the thing. New York vibe in 73, it's gritty. Vegas vibe in 71 is like, campy glam,
yeah, it's
right?
Charlie and all that. And then they go to like Harlem. Like, so there's 2 American bonds in a row. That's interesting too, when you actually think about it that way, right?
Yeah.
And they would never make those decisions today, right? Well, except for they went to Italy in like every single Craig movie, but
good tax credits.
Yeah, well, hey, No Time to Die had that Canada tax credit for setting up the gulag for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
cool. All right, well, we got 15 minutes left here ish, because we're only going to go for a bit.
So we got anything we want to announce?
Well, I want to say one last thing just about
Wait, you want to say something? Okay.
Look, we're on time. We are on time.
It's impressive.
Both of you need to get off my dress. You're ruining the hem. So it's all frayed at the edges. I think Diamonds is again one of those personal films that people either love it or hate it, and I don't think a lot of it has, let's say, to do with its caliber and quality as a movie. I think it's where it ranks maybe when you first saw it or how you first saw it or whatever, and so yes, and absolutely subscribe to Luke's channel. All of his pictures, I think it was at Gadrocks. I think I saw some pictures of him with Ray and with Harris. And
they had
you guys had a great time.
Canada had nothing going on. Well, I guess Montreal had some stuff going on, the other side of Canada, but saying we should do something in Toronto, but then we're going into stupid rules again. But I mean, maybe in the spring we should have our Canadian gather all, and the Americans can come obviously, but we need something in our country.
Yep.
I'm thinking Vancouver because it's warmer and gorgeous in the summer.
Hey, I'll come.
And Whistler.
Go West.
Put in the chat what's the best province. Because
whoa,
where would everybody like to come? They want to come and see the gorgeous mountains in Alberta,
or the center of Canada, Ontario.
Jasper, Banff, lovely, great. Hell, we can meet in the Sioux. I don't care. Thunder Bay, Timmins, Cochrane, you name it. We're good.
Yeah, I got to see Morgan when he came.
Yes, that's right. Shade says yes. I'll take you to the tiniest little town. Like literally, it's like Corner Gas. It's one postal code for the whole town. It's where my sister lives. And she lives in the house that my grandfather was born in. It's literally it's 5 generations of Corner Gas. It's heinous. Take me to a London Knights game, says Jeff.
That's easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, again, diamonds are forever. It's too bad we weren't able to get to a diamond.
That's no fair because Shane, you're in Victoria, right?
Yes, and Morgan's over there too. Yes, it's true. But Vancouver in the summer, you can't beat it.
Okay, well that's not bad. I guess we can get over there. That's 5 people.
I was gonna say I'll put you guys up together in at the hotel, man. Get you a nice.
What would be the best Bond hotel in Vancouver? Is there a Fairmont?
Yes, there is.
Victoria, we'd stay at the Fairmont.
Well, the Hotel Vancouver is a Fairmont. So there's one at the airport. There's one downtown. The Hotel Kempinski, which is also known as the Sutton Place, which is a great one as well. But yeah, you'd probably say, or even maybe the Shangri-La. We've got a new, obviously, we've got a new Trump Tower. The branding of Trump is being taken off, but it's still quite a very nice tower. But.
See, there's all these Toronto Bond fans that want me to visit, but I'm like, but Toronto doesn't leave Toronto.
Yeah,
they can't come to London. Have to. They're Toronto, and I'm like, well, I'm just 2 hours on the highway too. If you guys ever want to get in a car, come.
Sorry, darling.
I'll take you to the London Club and.
As I said, sorry, darling. The only London I go to is the one in the UK. When someone told me, "Oh, I just came back from Hamilton," he's like, "Ontario." I'm like, "Darling, Bermuda." No.
I don't know if we have Hamilton in the chat, although I just bought a property in Hamilton. But yeah,
so yeah, we're right on track, guys, and
it's rare.
We're closing in
Kitchener. So Dave's in Kitchener. So
that's right. We're closing in. On the deets, and I'm going to let the boys handle it tonight.
What? Well, we're giving it to Aaron, the newbie. Rookie.
I don't know if I got it written down here.
So we
Oh
are.
God, I'll put it in the chat.
We got
Hold
it.
on.
We got it.
We'd like to first of all thank you for all of your support, and I'm going to take you over in case I forget to sit down or run out of wine. Oh no, I'm going to pour myself some more wine. So cover the fridge while I talk. So we are really, really thrilled and so happy, and thank all of you for your support this year. We had a great year, and we're really, really proud of the things we're able to share with the fans and supporters of JBC. To all the people who ended up going to the premiere and winning the passes, we really hope you enjoyed the premiere of No Time to Die. To all the folks who won the No Time to Die swag bags, hope you enjoy all the great stuff in there. And tonight, James Bond Canada is giving out Christmas presents. So we have, as I said, 5 second.
We don't actually have the things. We don't have them to hold up or anything. But
that's right. So
allegedly, we own these.
Yeah, 5 grand prizes or 5 secondary prizes of the 3-disc No Time to Die edition and a grand prize winner. So we got 6 winners tonight. So I'm going to head over here and I'm going to let the boys take over. I'm going to give you all cheers. Here's my Christmas tree. It's Christmas up here in Murray's place.
It's not Christmas anywhere else, by the way.
No,
just in Vancouver, obviously.
Only in my house. I mean, this is mall quality tree. I mean, have you seen this?
All right, they're biting their nails here.
Full tinsel, and I know. So over to the boys to announce our winners.
Well, here, why don't I take the second prize and then
for yourself
announce? Yeah. I'll announce the second prize winners, and then you can announce the grand prize.
Fair enough.
Second prize winners, we got Morgan, we got Shane, we got Taylor, and SIS training gear. Was that our 1, 2?
That Taylor is. Taylor is SIS training.
Taylor is SIS. Sorry, yes.
And then,
that's right.
And then what else we got? Oh,
Yukon Husky.
Adam.
Which is Adam.
And then Corey Kraft.
There you go.
Right.
Yep.
We need your addresses. Send us your addresses.
So yeah, if you guys don't send us right away, we'll send you guys a message to get your details to send you out your prizes. And then who's our grand prize winner?
Wait. Let's give a second for the comments because some of the winners are already listed in the chat. So, yes. So, congratulations to the winners. You are very, very welcome. Shay's like happily stunned. He's very happy. That's good. So, yeah.
Pretty easy to win on James Bond Canada. Just be a super fan.
There you go. That's all you have to do. Yeah. We just found out about super stickers and super chats.
Oh.
So no,
if
you give me $5, if you give me $5, I will donate it to charity. I just want to see if it works. I was so excited that we have super stickers and super chat. I promise you, I will buy something with it, put a stamp on it. We'll do another giveaway.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is, he's saying you can send $1 to the stream here.
Yeah.
Use your credit
I
card.
want to make sure I got everyone right and just repeat. So we got Shane, Morgan, Adam, Taylor, and Corey.
Yep. And Murray, keep going. Give the grand prize out.
No, Jeff. That is all you. Listen. Here we go.
Well, I'm gonna mess this up
prize winner tonight.
I'm reading the names here because all I got is Joseph. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was
Senor Murray.
I think
Joseph,
it is. Better known as 007 Halifax, I believe is his Instagram. Yeah, Joseph Lipchuk, I think, is our grand prize.
Universal Exports, Halifax.
There you go. So
there you go.
Keeping it in Canada, sorry.
That's right. We do have we believe me, my postage charges will tell you that we do send stuff all over the place.
Well, and we're really happy to do it for everybody. And we want to do a lot more giveaways in 2022. We're just talking to the guys. It's like, hey, we'll clear out some of our collections and give away stuff. All we need for you guys is the continued support. Tag our stuff, share it, whatever, on Instagram. And we really appreciate the main OGs that are always here on our live streams and commenting on our Instagrams and stuff like that. So we like to post pretty unique stuff with James Bond Canada. We don't just put up Daniel Craig 50 times in a row. So it's one of our things.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So
I can't show them my bedroom.
So sadly, Murray's Italian poster collection doesn't go viral on Instagram, but it's unique, right? So we really appreciate everybody on that and following us. And we're happy to give these away. This was so cool because was it Universal Access? Is that the actual tag?
It's a marketing partner. Taro PR reached out to us, and again, we should thank all this year, the people at Taro PR and UAR gosh, I forget that. Now I'm going to be embarrassed. Our sponsored partner for the screening, because this really felt like a great year where we were able to access things that the Bond community may not be able to access directly. And it makes us so happy to be able to share that with all the people who support us. It has been a great year, and we're so happy.
They
and
gave us the swag too, the No Time to Die swag.
That's right. Please,
so
someone,
we're lucky
please
to get
somebody,
all this stuff
please,
to give to
please,
you guys.
someone remember their name so I don't have to look it up. Somebody, and it's only because I've had a few glasses
That's
of
the
wine.
problem. Exactly.
Is that the problem? Okay. Well, I'll try and look it up at the same time as I do the rest of the broadcast. And we are obviously extremely, extremely thrilled that next year is 2022 and the 60th anniversary of the Bond franchise. From what we hear, there are going to be lots and lots and lots of things happening, more than you won't be able to turn around and there won't be a Bond event happening. We don't know if there are going to be any in Canada yet. The early word is that there may not. So we'll see what happens, but nonetheless, if there are, and we can attend, and it's in North America, and we can meet all of you, we're going to have some great stuff coming for the 20th or the 60th anniversary of Bond in 2022, and we're going to keep talking about new content, old content, and all the things that you guys want to see. So put in the comments, tell us what you'd like for next year, and we'll see if we can deliver.
There you go. Some of the comments. I appreciate all that. Really appreciate it. It all comes like us going to the library to pull out these weird stuff, right? Like this kind of stuff. We work hard here at James Bond Canada. So appreciate. What I was going to say.
Sorry. And our friends at Global Allied Marketing. Our Allied Global Marketing. Our friends Paula and our friends Maria, again, and literally, guys, this is an absolute two-way street, right? Because we don't have the followings that some of our, even Luke at Bond's Apartment or Taylor at Sis Training Gear. We don't have your kind of numbers. You share our content. We love that. But this is a direct correlation to your support to us, because if for our market here in Canada, and that's why we don't want to be like all of the other broadcasts and content creators out there in North America, which there are tons, and they're all amazing. Best part of the Bond is the Bond community, and I wish all the Bond community very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That being said, the fact that Universal and Global Allied Marketing and Taro PR reach out to us is because they know that we're a conduit to the Bond community. And that's exactly what these emails say. They say, hey, we thought that you would like to share this with your supporters. So the fact that you support us allows us to, make that impact with the people who hold the purse strings and make the decisions for us to get things like 60 movie passes, tons and tons of No Time to Die swag, and DVDs to give away. I mean, I literally, if I was Joseph Lipchuk right now, I'd be like praying for there's no snowstorm in Halifax so that everything gets delivered. So what's going to happen, guys, is, as Jeff said, DM us your full first name and last name with your email addresses. They will go off to the PR company and they will be sent to you directly from them. So make sure we get all of your addresses so you can all get your Christmas prizes. And again, thank you for your support. What we're able to give back to the community is a direct correlation of your support and knowing that people are Canadian marketing, Canadian Bond fans.
It's like a little year-end review bonus chat right now with James Bond Canada, because it's like I gave out all those tickets to No Time to Die in Toronto. Sorry, it just happened to be Toronto, but we were able to hook up a lot of Bond fans while us three were at the premiere.
And can I just, sorry, 2 seconds, literally. You guys got like the same time as everyone else. It's like a worldwide release. There were no press advance screenings for this movie at all. I mean, and I thought the first thing that came to my mind was, who isn't at work on a Tuesday afternoon at 3:00?
Well, I don't have a job, but.
Well, yeah, but 60 people went, and Global Allied Marketing declared us their screening partner. So the fact that we are recognized in our market, and we got to give a shout out to the other people like the James Bond Complex and, the other contributors here in Canada. But as Jeff said, we want to create original content. Sure, we'll review an Adidas sweatshirt or a pair of Croc and Jones shoes if they're pertinent or if one of us have bought them and worn them, right? We want to create original content, not repetitive content. And we want to create stuff specifically for the Bond fans in Canada. So tell your friends, share all that, because the fact that they reach out to us and don't just say, hey, you want some freebies? No. They say, how would you like to share this with your community? And the fact that they reach out to us knowing that we have a viewership and a lot of supporters is directly correlated to your support for us. So we couldn't be happier. Thank you all very much.
All right.
And I mean, we're right on time. So if anyone wants to stick around and have 10 minutes of bonus coverage, I'll have another glass of wine. Aaron.
All right, we'll do 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes.
Aaron, do you only
Aaron talking?
Because I don't shut up, or do you just not talk at all?
No, I'm engaged with Murray's conversations.
Shut up, you lying sack of cats.
Engaged. That's a word.
See,
Fantastic,
guys, I have to take my fun where I can, because as you know, Jeff is already a dad of 2 amazing children. Jeff is at number 3 on the way. So soon the kids will be able to practice episodes of Charlie's Angels.
I do all this.
Child. And Aaron, first time dad, upcoming.
First time dad coming.
So I literally told them, I'm like, guys, I'm not lying and I'm not being a pest. But then, as soon as the new year hits, we got to set up a whole schedule for like the whole new year, because I am not bothering 2 new dads. I literally will be like pelted with like, bottle nipples and things like, yeah. So,
you're telling us we're not going to get 60-second long voice messages anymore?
Murray loves his voice memos.
No,
I've been using them actually recently. So.
Listen, because I'm not a good texter, and secondly,
right? Your phone is from Tomorrow Never Dies.
No, you're freaking hilarious. I'm gonna smack your ass next time I see you. I swear to God, I'm gonna pelt you to club you to death like a harp seal. No,
so if you guys could fax Murray at 000007.
Thanks, Shane.
No, the fact that right, this is the Bond phone. I mean, I am James Bond.
Oh, is that not Nami's?
Yeah,
yep.
That's what he said. That's what she said. That's
I steal
what
his
said.
line.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, they're all congratulating us, so maybe we'll talk about that. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. Thank you. Send Aaron your baby James Bond clothes.
Yep. I do have to order my doo-doo.
Spilled, not stirred, or yeah. So there's that company doing the doo-doo right now. I've been texting with her. She's not charging enough.
How much is she charging for those? She like saw it. I haven't looked.
Gave me like this deal, and I'm like, I want to say like $50 or $65. It takes her 7 hours. I'm like, dude, divide that by the time, and I'm like, you're working for $8 plus shipping, and I'm like, and she's like texting and like, do you like this color pink for the eye? And I'm like, or the bunny tails, and I'm like, I don't know, like just give me the doo-doo, which sounds hilarious.
Yeah, it does.
But so I have that coming on the way, and one more tip. I think it was Morgan. I saw one of Morgan's comments on one of the Bond Facebook groups. Go to Waterstones right now and get your 20-pound copy of the new Bond book by Anthony Horowitz signed, and or buy one that's not signed for 20 pounds. So it's a no-brainer right now.
Yep.
go get a copy of a signed Bond book. Like if you wanted Benson's signed 0-10 book right now, it's going to cost you $100 something. So might as well get in on this early right now. Cause if fast forward 10 years, you'll never have this signed that easily for 20 British pounds. So you'd have to go meet them. You'd have to sit there half the time to get that. Right. So to auto have it signed, it's a no brainer.
I did have Benson
first
sign
edition
mine in Chicago.
Yeah. So Benson will, if you guys literally come with a suitcase of all your paperbacks or even hardcovers of Benson, he will do it. No questions asked. He's awesome. So I've had a pizza party and rum and coke with the man before. It's pretty cool. In Ontario, he came. David Reinhardt. Yeah. Well, he hasn't come because of COVID recently, but David Reinhardt has one of the biggest James Bond collections in all of Canada.
Yes, he does.
But
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
and I've only met David once.
You met him on the West Coast, but
if
you come to Ontario, or if any of you guys, if I can sneak you in, it is a thing to be seen in his house. It puts us. He's got everything. He's 40 years of collecting, so it's a museum.
Yeah. Well,
he's on the Ian Fleming Foundation board, but
yeah. Well, and I told you, meeting him at like the age of 13 or 14, and it's kind of this surreal kind of encounter because he remembers it the same way I do. We happened to be in Toronto, and he had been in the newspaper as being a Bond fan, and he was a police officer in Toronto. And I remember my dad introduced me to him. We found him. He was like walking down like downtown.
He did the beat for a while.
Yeah,
like blew a whistle.
I must have been. Oh Jesus! I don't know, between, let's say, grade 7, maybe grade, so like, maybe 12, 13, and you're meeting a police officer who also likes Bond, right? Because by that time, that would have been, so by that time, I would have seen, before 83, definitely. So by that time, I would have seen Moonraker, right? And that's like 79. It's like grade 4, grade 5 for me. So just, meeting an authority figure, a police officer in a big city, Toronto, in, that era, and him being a Bond fan, it was this like, and he remembers it the same way I do. We had lunch not so long ago. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fun going to his house. And it was nice when Raymond was there, and Doug Grandinius was there too. So that was pretty cool.
Love Doug. Doug's a great guy. And that's the thing. We got to get Jeff and Aaron out here to the West Coast so they can finally see
Aaron is
James
on the West
Bond
Coast
collection.
Yeah, but we will. Obviously, it's been such a weird 2 years, right? And for everybody in the world. So tough to do everything.
And because we'll chat, obviously, but to both of you, very prosperous, happy and loving 2022.
Prosperous?
Happy holidays to you both. And I know that everything is going to be amazing with your children on the way. I couldn't be happier for both of you. And that's why before the Bambinos arriva, we'll plan our entire schedule for 2022 so that I don't annoy the crap out of you.
Well, cheers.
Much appreciated. What would you guys like to see from JBC in 2022? Anything we can
more posters?
Cover?
More Murray?
Give away Murray. Is there a Murray mute button on this? Hold on. So,
hey,
we're more giveaways.
Time. I don't want to hear any flack in the private chat.
You guys can log off anytime now. Nothing but going downhill.
I want to hear Aaron. So. I just want to hear Aaron right now. All I want to hear is more Aaron.
Aaron, tell him to hit the like button.
Did we get a super chat? Did somebody?
Nobody.
I don't know.
Tip their server. You go to restaurants, you tip them $10, $20, $50. Nobody even sent $1 to James Bond Canada. That's okay.
That's right. We are so deserving of your money, and I will
Don't worry,
tell
it goes to my bank account.
Because look at
I'll have to send it to Murray immediately.
I just wanted to hear Murray's giddy little scream when we got one. Oh.
I hate you so much. I'm kidding. No, actually, I'm a little, again, I don't know if you guys have this, but if you do, tell us the problem. I mean, I know I have things, but I got so much Bond stuff
So
But
we're giving it
sometimes
away.
I'm like,
Let's use the clean out. We're cleaning
I
it
say,
out.
where is
all
that?
going to
Then
Shane.
I go to the place. Then I go to the place where that is supposed to be, and it's not there. And then I run like a squirrel in a wheel until I find that. It drives me crazy. I mean, I've ordered posters like that I already had. I'm like, oh Jesus, come on, man. So yeah, who knows if y'all like the pictures of the posters from, say it with me, Una cascata di diamanti.
No,
cascata.
hablo Italiano.
Aiuta Madonna. Maybe because I can't put them up anyway, and they're pretty small. Maybe we'll give them away in 2022. Pick your favorite.
Giving away every month. We should do a giveaway somehow.
I think so.
On the likely starting on the Instagram, maybe give it away on the YouTube. It's kind of fun.
Shane says the Great James Bond Canada Clean Out 2022.
Oh, we got one.
Hey.
Oh, woo, woo, oh my God.
Dude, NFT that.
Okay, I'm dying. I am dying.
We made $4.
I called it giddy little scream.
You know what, guys, and I'll tell you why. Because I was bugging Jeff and Aaron because Jeff is our tech guy. Aaron's the money guy. I'm just the presentation. Okay. I'm the pretty one. Okay. They're the brains behind this outfit. And Aaron is
we can use that $4 to buy Murray lighting.
You know what? It's
keep drinking your, what is it? White
wine
o'clock.
So no, but the reason was because again, Jeff is the tech guru for JBC, and I got the little notification from YouTube, and I was so excited. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then it asked me to log in and create a channel and delete a channel, and I was like, okay, does this working? So yeah, I'm so happy.
You had a fax to Google, and Murray didn't know how to fax, and it was
ideal crazy. James Bond Jeopardy. Exactly. I actually sent a tweet, cool. Morgan. No, I'll tell you, I sent a tweet to Jeopardy because you can send it to the writers. And Murray's Wi-Fi is up to break. Exactly, it's true.
This is the only reason we still have 11 people is because your Wi-Fi is good tonight.
Right. Well, the fact that you can put like Jeopardy categories together, and so I called it before and after triple feature.
What was the
Jeopardy
game show we played with David and Joe? Password.
Yeah, if you want to
imagine you had this internet.
Watch that.
I know. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, go back and watch James Bond Canada's Password. Murray says watch it on mushrooms. That'll help. So you might.
I'm just so freaking embarrassed because it was such a bad look for us, and I worked so hard on that game and those puzzles and the prize board and everything. It all just
9,000 phone calls about Password, and I'm like, and Murray's internet doesn't work, and it's just the three of us on it, and I'm.
Next, actually, the next one we're going to do, and we're going to do it. I'm going to make these guys do it. We will figure it out. We're going to do James Bond $25,000 pyramid. That's next.
We're giving away 25 grand?
No, of course not.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Game shows.
Wait, we have $4. If we get 25 grand, we can give it away. So we need only.
There we go. Send us so many stickers. We have to give it away like a lotto. Exactly. Yeah, bloody price of David's comments. Yeah, at one point I turned around, and this was after I'd held up the clue, and then everyone saw it, and both Jeff's and David started laughing. And then somehow my laptop and my phone froze at the same time. And I was trying to get back in, and David said literally, and he couldn't I couldn't even look because at one point David Sariski, he literally was like, I can't. It was like hiding behind his chair. And he said,
we're laughing with you.
Are we receiving transmissions from Mercury 7?
Murray has left the chat
25 years ago, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was great. It was great. So yeah, if you want a good laugh, definitely watch that. Now I'm gonna drink while Aaron talks.
Aaron, why do you keep throwing on to Aaron?
They want to hear about you. Who are you, Aaron? Jesus.
Well, they do, because the last time when we chastised Aaron after the last one, he said,
he's letting him talk.
Next time I promise I'll get in.
I feel like I've contributed much more this second go.
Oh,
It's impressive. You got some screen time in with Murray on the.
Yeah.
It's taken me a long time to battle him, you know.
But I feel this much guilt because not only were we totally on point and on time tonight completely.
Yes, again,
this is
you
just
guys can
extra
log
bonus
off
coverage.
anytime right now.
This is extra bonus coverage, and we're only at an hour and 15 minutes.
And it's early night for you, and it's
say
only 11:14 for me. So.
Yeah, but usually by the time we start this broadcast, you're halfway into a bottle of Glen something.
Hey, come on. I can't watch the whole Archer series sober.
I know. And he can't, and trust me, guys, the only reason these two drink is that's the only way they can stomach an hour with me. I guarantee it. London was.
We almost had to go to the hospital in England because we spent so much time with Murray. So
that was
a lot of drinking.
That was a lot of booze.
Mostly covered. Lots of champagne.
No, the morning I arrived, they were already like, I met them, you know, because they got in before I did. And we went and, like, you know, had brunch, and they were already, like, you know,
because we came in on peasant air. We didn't come in on first class like you did.
Bragging. I love when you say that. He used to see you say that the whole time. I flew her on peasant air.
Aaron and I were handing out peanuts and pouring drinks, and you're like in first class cabin.
I showed them the menu of the first class flight from Vancouver to London to British Airways. I showed them the menu, and they're like, "You suck."
And let's not even get on the size of our rooms versus yours. We were in the Harry Potter stairwell
under the stairs.
Bedroom.
Room under the stairs.
For like Canadian like luxury prices.
Yeah.
Harry Potter fucking England.
And the funniest part that Aaron's room and Jeff's room were a floor apart, but basically the same layout, right? Just like, and they actually were right on top of each other. Jeff was above Aaron. And it was like a walk-in with like the bed and then the bathroom. So later I said, after we got back from the premiere of No Time to Die, and we were done putting our programs and having a cocktail before we headed off to the Hippodrome. So, well, you know, come on, let's go to my room. It's larger. And they walk in and they're like, whoa, Murray's got like the vault suite, you know, the huge bed, the huge bathroom. I had a settee where two people could sit down. I had the fridge. We had drinks going. We had music. They're like, what the hell? Yeah, it was a great room though, and actually, I remember that I had the balcony looking out, and I should send a beautiful shout out to all the people at the Malia hotel for us. They treated us beautifully, wonderfully. We will be back. We love the staff there,
back up.
And even to the point where,
keep sending money.
Yeah, and to the point where I'm not going to lie, guys. I know. Don't know if you want to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We're 10 minutes, 20 minutes in our bonus coverage. Not an hour before, not the day before, no. But seconds before we went to the premiere, the button popped right off my tuxedo. And there was no sewing kits in the hotel because they were, you know, hadn't ordered stuff from COVID. And the lady at the reception desk who was about to finish her shift gave me the last safety pin out of her hijab to pin on to my tuxedo. That's the kind of people that the Malia, the Kensington, the staff, and I recommend anyone going to London ever. It's central, it's perfect, it's quiet, it's an amazing, amazing place to be. The Malia, Kensington, London.
Very small.
But yeah, don't get Aaron or Jeff's room. Get my
if you have a coffee or a breakfast and you gotta leave quickly, you can't say put it on my room. They have no idea how that concept works.
Yeah.
You have to sit around and wait for the guy for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It just forces you to enjoy the city more.
And I'm not lying. I didn't have time to have any tailor or alterations made to my tux after I came back before the Vancouver VIP premiere with Aston Martin and Sentinel One. And the tux is in the bag, in the closet, and is still on there with the safety pin that the wonderful lady from reception gave me. And I mean, think about that. She was finishing her shift. She gave me the last safety pin out of her hijab to put a button on my tuxedo so I could go to her premiere of a Bond movie. That is class. That is service. That is dedication. And that is the type of hotel that you want to stay at in London. Quiet and central. The Malia Kensington. We love you and thank you and wish all of your staff and management a very Merry Christmas.
They're
Amazing
not
people.
watching that. They're definitely not watching.
I know. But all of our supporters, when they go to London next time, they're going to want
Okay.
to stay at this hotel. Is that
Fair
it, boys?
Oh,
That's it.
Huh?
Appreciate it, guys. Hope you'll get those copies whenever, hopefully before Christmas, but who knows?
Yeah, the release date, I
It's
believe
technically
the
the
release date is
21 or
supposed to be the
something.
21st. So what's going to
But
happen again?
will they send them before the release date?
Well, this is the thing. Just please make sure that you send us as quickly as possible to our winners, Joseph, Corey, Adam, Shane, Morgan, Taylor, and whoever I'm missing because I've had too many glasses of wine. Send me your addresses and full first and last name as quickly as possible so I can send them off to Taro PR. So when the release happens, they will be mailed directly to you. And hopefully you will get them prior to the holidays. And then maybe our first broadcast in January will maybe perhaps be a No Time to Die watch party. For
That'd
any
be
of
cool.
you who don't know, the third week of January, we're calling this Murray 54, an old school nights of disco and debauchery, as I turn 54 years old in the third week of January. So maybe over the birthday weekend, maybe we'll do a No Time to Die watch party for everybody, and we'll get everyone involved. Send us your addresses and all your details. We'll make sure you get those prizes sent out.
Diamonds are forever. Allegedly.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
thanks, guys.
Good night.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
See you guys.